The home you live in can easily be considered an investment if you buy it the right way. However, looking at your next home as an investment starts with having a detailed, comprehensive, smart home buying strategy. Most prospective home buyers, new or savvy, would agree that purchasing a home represents a large financial commitment and that the many variables of a home purchase could impact your future lifestyle in either a positive or negative way, depending on how they're handled. At the end of the day, you want to find the best home on your terms. Having a strategy that approaches the process as an investment helps you control and manage the home equity swing and produce the best results for you. The home equity swing is most easily defined by the total amount of equity you have between the sale of your existing home and the purchase of your next home. If you sell your home for a great price and then buy a home for a great price while getting an excellent mortgage with great rate and terms, then the swing is a large one because you maximized your current and future equity positions well. If, on the other hand, you don't leverage your equity on the sale of your home and buy your next home at the best price and get an average to bad mortgage, the swing is smaller. Your goal is to get as big a swing as possible when selling and buying. An expert advisor knows how to maximize your equity at all phases of the process and make the swing go heavily in your favor. This short video will educate you with some of the key knowledge components in the process that you should consider when preparing your smart home buying strategy. The equity you create in your next home is what makes buying real estate a great investment over time. A lack of equity is what most often prevents homeowners from selling property when they would want to and when the timing is right. Your equity in your next home will be elastic to many variables that you must consider and control, and many of these factors come into play before you have even picked out the home that you want to buy. So what is your future home's equity anyway? The term home equity is the market value of a homeowner's unencumbered interest in their real property. That is, the difference between the fair market value and the outstanding balance of all liens on the property. Your property's equity increases as you, the debtor, make payments against the mortgage balance and or as the property value appreciates. Homeowners acquire equity in their home from two sources. Number one, they purchase equity with their down payment and with the principal portion of any payments that they make against their mortgage. And number two, you secure a gain in equity when the value of your property increases. Investors typically look to purchase properties that will grow in value, and this causes the equity in the property to increase, providing return on their investment when the property is sold. This video is going to give you an introduction to the specialized how-to knowledge that you must learn and the mistakes that you need to avoid to help you maximize your next home purchase. Overpaying for your next home is not only a preventable mistake, it's one of the most common. Typically, it is never realized until it's too late, or even worse, never. Most home buyers start their search online, and research shows that the home they end up purchasing is one that they found themselves. The problem with searching online is that every search site is not equal, and the better sites use the best technology and offer home buyers more information to help determine which homes best fit their interest. Unfortunately, not all sites show all the properties available for sale or their current status in real time, and this could cause you to overlook the perfect house and never even know that it was available. It's a fact that good deals don't last long in any market environment, good or bad, and the time it takes the agent or your online information source to work with you to notify you of price reductions, approve short sale listings, homes coming back on the market for various reasons, new listings, or even coming soon listings, well, these could have a very real impact on what you pay for your house and what someone with better information pays for theirs. Emotional buyers love looking at homes, and this can be a lot of fun in the beginning. In the end, the buyers who get the best deals remove emotion from the process and rely on having a system and a team with specialized knowledge that knows on Monday morning or Sunday evening about a property that was just significantly reduced, and this could have a real part to play in the instant equity you create by buying a home under market value. The biggest mistake most buyers will make is calling the number on the sign to view a property where the agent not only represents the seller, but has an additional incentive for the buyer to buy that particular home. A well-trained negotiator will tell you that 80% of your ability to negotiate on a home is gone once an offer is written. Now, instead of negotiating from the original price, you're working off the newly presented price on the offer. Negotiation is a very important part of the smart home buying strategy. Having someone trained as an expert who's looking out for your best interests will help ensure that you don't overpay for your next home. The mistake of overpaying can be multiplied when dealing with new construction as well, because the builder's sales rep, their compensation, bonuses, and promotion is all driven by the profit from their sales efforts. So they're incented to make you pay more. It's a fact that the new home builder sales rep's ability to be nice, polite, and listen to your needs is really a function of their training. The more you pay for new construction, the more the sales representative makes, and they know this going into the negotiations with you. So don't be fooled. New construction home buyers benefit when dealing with a local expert advisor. Overpaying for your loan is also a mistake that should never happen. Have you ever wondered what causes home buyers to overpay for their home loan? More importantly, do you know how to prevent this from happening? The most overlooked opportunity to prevent this from happening is getting a lender to give you a good faith estimate before divulging your Social Security number and paying for a credit report. A good faith estimate is a form that lists the terms and all the costs of your home loan, and getting the fees associated with your loan disclosed up front, even if the lender comes highly recommended from a friend or a family member, and this is always the best practice. Being a comparison shopper will also discourage most lenders from slipping in both inflated and junk fees. A smart home buying strategy takes into account all of the fees associated with buying and owning a home. Since most home buyers obtain financing, having someone who's knowledgeable about costs and the little things that could potentially lower your interest rate or make the most beneficial loan programs available, well, this can have a very real impact on your outcome. For example, optimizing your credit score is always a good practice and can directly impact your interest rate in a positive fashion. Understanding the variables that impact your loan and the costs associated with your loan are a very important part of your smart home buying strategy. When looking to get the best deal and maximizing your equity through a smart home buying strategy, consider this. One way to accelerate your equity and build wealth with your home purchase is to buy a home under the market value. Having a home search process that allows you to identify and segment certain listing types, well, that's the best place to start. A few types of home sellers that might be willing to sell their property below market are homes that are owned by banks, people who are going through a short sale because of foreclosure, other distressed sellers including those that are having divorce, homes that have a high number of days on the market, and finally vacant homes. Now, there are also a few other variables associated with the home loan that can accelerate your equity over time, and these include buying down your interest rate, local and national home buying incentives like grants and loan programs, and mortgage acceleration programs, as well as increasing your down payment. There are many more, but with situations like these, as the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Preventing these mistakes is just one part of the process. If you really want to maximize the opportunity, you can't stop once you have found the perfect home and have the perfect loan. There are many additional factors that you have to consider to execute a smart home buying strategy successfully, and missing just one of them could cost you thousands. Remember, the home buying process can be very taxing. Don't put yourself in the emotionally compromised position of just wanting to get it done and over with. Understand that most home sellers are just as motivated to get the deal finished and closed as you are. Savvy buyers recognize that this is an opportune time to get a seller to potentially give you concessions that sometimes could total thousands of dollars more than you might expect. And this can happen even after you've already negotiated a sales price, so it's never too late. Having an expert advisor who has specialized training in negotiations is the key to making this happen. A smart home buying strategy will take all of these variables into consideration. Sure, today's real estate market might have some of the best deals in history, but how do you take advantage of them? Well, it's simple. By having a smart home buying strategy where you can make a smart investment in your next home, you can take advantage of the opportunities that are awaiting you in today's real estate market. And remember, a smart home buyer has a smart home buying strategy.